Magic Makers. I'm Mombirella.
I'm Yukita Cosplay.
And I'm CJ Peterson. Welcome to Magic Making Mischief. Get your wands to the ready, because we solemnly swear we're up to no good. And speaking of up to no good, we have with us the fantasy author, Elizabeth Agnes, who we'll get to in just a moment. This weekend was Brazoria Comic-Con. We had tons of fun. We had Super Puppy with us, little Tegan, who took out Ghostface. If you guys saw the pictures, it was stinking adorable. But we have coming up, not this weekend, but I do believe it is next weekend, we have Pop Culture coming up. We will be having a Monster High meetup. We will have Julia, and then Mombirella will be
Dracula.
And then Yukita will be
Claudine.
We have lots of fun coming up with that one. And then on Sunday morning, Mombi and I will be in our Harry Potter. And I believe that Ms. Julie will be joining us with a little special twist of her own. So make sure to join us those 2 days at Pop Culture Con. And then a couple weeks later, Mombi will be at
Retropalooza. I will be guesting there. So I have a busy month this month.
And Yukita, do you have anything else coming up this month, or are you?
Besides pop in at Pop Culture, I do not.
Okay, cool. So I do believe that our maker of wands is with us. So we need our
indubitably. Also, Super Hubby says hello, and Jeremy Vander. There you go, maker of beautiful wands since 2024. You can see CJ has 1.2 or 1.5 because it got revamped. Mombi here is with our first generation version, and then I am 2.0. There you go. We're spoiled.
Okay, so speaking of spoiled, we have Ms. Elizabeth Agnes, who is going to be spoiling us regarding her book called King's Court.
Welcome.
Hi. So, Ms. Elizabeth, please tell us about your book that was out just this last year, correct?
Yes, this past November.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an interconnected short story collection of like a medieval fiction. It's about these 4 kids that have to go through this coming of age ceremony. They'll make them like that the king will give them careers, and the one goes and shows if she wants to do it. It's all about choices. There's a dragon in it, sword fights, a little romance.
It's kind of like a
mystery.
Thing.
Sounds like a cute book.
So
my editor told me it has like some Narnia vibes to it. So if you like Narnia,
we love Narnia.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely got some of that to it. What inspired you to pick the time period that you picked, the historical time period for it?
it just kind of comes me. Oh, this might be a good time period. I just kind of think of these things and this feels right.
As you said, yeah, you just had a love for it. I don't blame you. It's a great time period. I'd say it's probably 600 years ago. Hold on, my brain is not printing.
Math is hard.
It's like the late 1500s.
Yeah, there you go.
Your brain is not braining. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Math is hard. It's okay.
Math is hard. It's not a good thing. So now each one, you said, has careers. Is that how you worded that?
Yeah, so they're 14 years old, and they used to go through their own ceremony, and then the king would choose the career for them, like whichever career will fit them the best.
Okay.
Let's say the one girl gets chosen to be a gardener, and she happens to love gardening and flowers.
Very cool.
And the one boy always wanted to be a knight.
Cool. Now there's 4 of them though, right?
Yes.
So what do the other 2 do? Or is it a surprise?
It could be a surprise.
Okay.
You have to read and find out.
No spoilers then.
You have to read and find out.
Yeah.
You have a couple other books out too, though, don't you? This isn't your first book.
No. I published my first kids book back in 2016. It's kind of goofy. It's a little goofy chicken book.
Mhm.
Don't
Wow.
count your chickens.
Nice. Is it still
And I
available
just-
to buy?
Yep, I just have it up on Amazon.
Mhm.
Awesome.
It's about this family that they have 4 chickens they want to take to the county fair. And there's 2 categories. There's a 4 chicken category and there's an 8 chicken category. So they sign up to put their chickens in the 4 chicken category. And then overnight, more chickens are born and they have to put it in the 8 chicken category.
Oops.
So don't count your chickens before they hatched.
Huh.
Duly noted.
It's silly. It's a silly little book.
But kids love silly
Yeah,
books,
probably-
so that works.
But honestly,
probably
though, you
wrote it
must
when I
have
was-
been. Yeah, I was gonna say
I
you
was
must have been
8
pretty
years
young when
old.
you wrote it.
Yeah.
Wow.
7, 8 years old, give or take.
Yeah?
Wow. That's actually pretty amazing, though, to be a published author for a children's book that young. How do you
Mhm.
feel about that? Is that like,
That's
have you
impressive.
always loved to write? That's very impressive.
Yeah. Well, I wrote it when I was 8, but I didn't get it published till like 10 years later. So
Ah, that's awesome, though.
That is.
But you have a couple more too, though, because you have like 4 out total, right?
yeah. Well, the ones in a collection with a bunch of other authors.
Uh-huh.
Was I have a short story in it, which is Rising of a New Era, and a poem. Like a
Aw.
book poem about hope.
Love.
Okay.
The short story is, I don't even know how I came up with it. I was playing with pieces of recycling and tools, screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, and I made a story out of it.
Nice.
But this is your first actual novel, King's
Yes,
Court.
King's Court is, yes.
And how did you come up with the idea for it?
In shorts, I was just sitting in shorts, and I was like, this reminds me like a royal court. Like you have the king, the queen, the servants. And I wanted to write a little story about it. And then I put it aside. And then one of my writing mentors, my other ones, not you, she was like, well, what if you tell a story from the other friend's point of view? So
Mhm.
the one short story became 6.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
For those who don't know,
So each one is its own story, but they're all connected within each other.
oh, that's cool. For those who don't know, I taught a class in this last summer in July, and she was one of my students. So that's what she meant by that. So my other question is, how long did it take you to actually write this book?
Off. Well, I first got the idea in 2017.
Oh,
I probably wrote in like the short story in a few days. The expansion maybe took a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it didn't take long to write it.
But
Maybe
you
about a month on average to write the first draft.
Mm-hmm. And then you currently have one that you just finished, correct?
Yeah. That's it's a kelp. It's a story about this girl that tames a kelpie. It's like this water horse.
Kelpie love.
Cool.
Tell us more
Is that
about
one? Yeah, I'll say, is that one out yet, or is that one we were working on getting finished?
No,
still?
that's just like a first draft I just finished. It's a very
Awesome.
rough draft.
Can you tell us more about
And
that one?
Yeah. It's actually a standalone sequel for a blacksmith fantasy that I wrote. Like it takes place in the same world, but it's like a year later with a new main character.
Cool.
Yeah.
What
Awesome.
I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the actual link for King's Court, and I'm going to put it in the comments for those who are interested in getting it.
Nice.
And
it's you can get it in hardback, paperback, or ebook.
Mm.
And
Ooh,
what's
I do have
the average reading range that you wrote that for?
Probably like 11 to 14, maybe some 10-year-olds.
so young adult, slightly tween age. So it
Yeah,
wouldn't be anything
tweens.
like ACOTAR, like A Court of Thorns and Roses or whatever the popular
Yeah,
books.
it's not adult. I mean,
Good.
adults can read it, but it's
Well, it's funny because young adult is kind of a new thing, a new category in like of recent decades and stuff because it didn't used to exist. And ones like Little House on the Prairie, for instance, she didn't write that for children. She actually wrote it for adults because there wasn't an in between age range of books back then. So it's funny because I find myself drawn to that a lot because those were the ones I grew up reading is in that age range. And I'm like, well, I mean, now they categorize it in that, but it didn't used to exist. So I think that's kind of funny that there's the other category that has that draw to it, I guess.
That is true. We do have is Laura Lyra Green says that's my friend.
Aw,
Probably said your name wrong. Sorry, reading things without spaces is hard.
right. So as far as King's Court goes, do you feel like the story is done where it is, or is it something that you plan to maybe write some more to?
I don't know at this moment. I did have an idea about writing it on a point of view of one of the girl's younger sister and the boy's younger brother, but I don't know how far that's gonna go yet.
It's like maybe a sequel.
Sequel, prequel.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like a part 2.
Or an extension to the story itself, maybe, like from another side at the same time.
Like a next generation coming up sort of deal.
Idea comes.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
That's
had
cool.
much of a good story for that.
That's a neat idea, though.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's cute.
Yeah.
Well, you already got the world set up, so that's the beauty of like a sequel. The world's already set up, so you don't have to rebuild the world again.
Yeah.
You can just keep going forward.
Yeah, I have a lot of ideas.
Put them to pen and paper. Make them happen.
So being as young as you are, and now that you've got like a nice full novel there, how does it kind of feel to have an actual novel published? You're actually
It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Relieved to finally have something out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a start, so you know, keep going and keep publishing and keep getting them out there and keep moving forward and keep the ideas going because it's just one book at a time.
Yep.
So, what's your next one after this one? Do you have any more ideas out there flowing around in that brain of yours?
A lot of them.
Care to
I
share?
have one blacksmith fantasy I'm working on about a blacksmith apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
I think I gave you the first few pages for you to read this past summer.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working on it and trying to revise it, expand it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not so rushed and.
Gotcha. So why don't you give us a little more details on King's Court, kind of so people can get a little more interested in it and want to kind of pick it up and dive into it a little bit more. You've kind of given us the top part of it, kind of get a little more juicy into it.
Yeah, like a little synopsis, if you will.
Well, it starts out. So every week, the townspeople go to the castle for like this assembly where everybody gathers and they meet with the king. And it starts out with the main character, Davina, and her sister. They live on a farm, so outside the town, so they have to get a early start. And Davina's just starting to get a little tired of the routine, and her coming of age ceremony is coming up when the king chooses her career, and she's a little nervous about it. And then she has other friend Maria that there's four. There's Davina, Katrina, Levi, and Maria.
Mm-hmm.
And Maria's the one that first starts the question, why do we have to do this? Why can't we choose our own careers? And why do we have to go through with the coming of age ceremony? And the other three friends are like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking like this? It's gonna be treason. And they start to have a little fight.
Mm-hmm.
Katrina is the one that's like sees fools. He's like, oh, the king knows what he's doing. You just have to trust him. Maria's dead set against it. And Davina and Levi, they're on the fence about what they want to do. They're like, should we agree with Katrina and go with the king? Should we go with Maria and leave the country and be traitors of? And that's the start of it.
But does the king have special powers or something? How does he know each child's abilities?
It's kind of a mystery. That's why I said it's kind of like Narnia. Because the king and Aslan kind of go hand in hand.
Uh-huh.
Very similar.
Okay.
That's interesting. He just knows.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So would you say that they go through some trials kind of like Pilgrim's Progress style that test their character in the stories?
Not really that extreme like Pilgrim's Progress. It's kind of like more interior thoughts, and they're wrestling with the spiritual side of everything. And yeah.
So there is internal struggles here and there.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So do you have any advice for somebody, since you've kind of been through the whole process of writing and publishing, do you have any advice for somebody who wants to get started in that process? They have an idea for a book. So what advice would you give them in writing as well as publishing? Besides, don't do it.
We do get that a lot.
You still can. Well, it's always good to read. So so you can understand what makes a good story, and just don't give up. Just keep writing. Just gotta have the self-control. Just stop scrolling through videos or whatever on social media, and just write.
But specifically fantasy, what advice would you give them? Because fantasy is a whole different ballgame compared to some of the other genres.
To like make my fantasy like semi-realistic, so it's not completely out of the box, so it's kind of semi-believable. So like for my blacksmith book, I was doing all this research on blacksmithing. I was watching videos, reading books on it. So at least get a feel about what it's like. So it's like semi-realistic. So it's not like, oh, he throws a sheet of metal in the fire and it comes out an elegant sword.
Gotcha.
So there's some realism there.
Make sure to do your homework.
Yeah, I was gonna say do your research. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
There's a lot of homework there involved, and especially when you're doing historical fiction.
Yes.
Well, honestly, you're not wrong. Like getting off your screen and creating instead of just kind of losing track of
scrolling.
time. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
my daughter has spent the last 30 days completely off screens, and she's been so creative. Even her, she was like, I don't understand what happened. I'm so able to do things again. I'm like, you put the screen down, you don't have the brain dead time, and your creative juices are flowing again. That's how that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a good point.
It takes self-control.
It really does.
Practicing.
Yeah.
Definitely. So regarding the publishing side of things, what advice would you give people regarding that? Because that's a whole different beast.
Don't give up, no matter how annoying it can be.
Did you have a
Between formatting, uploading it, not being the right formatting, having to reformat it, and just don't give up.
Editing, make sure you get, a professional
Yeah.
editor.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you have an editor who went over your stuff, and was there a lot of editing that came into it?
Yeah.
That seems like that feels like that would be the tough part to like be like, here's my baby. No, don't do that to it.
You want them to though, because if you
I've gotten better.
don't, the viewers will, so you want them to.
Yeah. I've gotten better at that.
And that's one thing I told the class is that you unfortunately you don't want them to, but you want them to hack at it. Yeah, it's kind of like a catch-22. It's like you want them to slice and dice it, but you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna come back better, but like also it's like there's got to be a lot of heart in there that you're just like, well, do I? Okay.
Still, as the author, you do have creative license to accept it or not.
Yeah.
That's what I tell them. Is you do have the option of accepting or not because it is your baby. So there's a certain level of yes regarding grammar. You do have a little bit of creative license of taking it or not taking it.
Yeah.
Grammar is a good question.
Go ahead.
Super Hubby says, who were your mentors? Did you more than CJ? I'm guessing. So how many
and favorite
did you have?
And favorite authors? Yes.
There you go.
I have a long-time mentor that is her daughter's actually homeschooled with me and my siblings, and she was a huge writing mentor for me. And yeah.
Did you want to name her? So she credit or
Kathy Mayfield. If you're watching this, it's all you.
Aw,
You was
how
a
sweet.
big one.
There you go. So we'll send her some love, Kathy Mayfield.
Yeah.
Oh, they get the.
Ooh, here's
Oh,
another
it's
good
not working.
question. Where do you get your ideas? What are your favorite books? How did you realize you wanted to write? That's a lot. Okay.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay.
I
We
don't
kind of
even
asked about
know.
some of the idea stuff, but let's.
There we
Can
go.
we go with what are some of your favorite books?
What are
That
your
is a good
favorite
question.
books? That's a good question.
I got those.
Mostly fantasy books. I really like Gregor the Overlander book series. That's a good one. That's a good series. Narnia and Lord of the Rings are obviously big favorites.
And then, how did you realize you wanted
But
to
I
write?
can't think of them all.
No worries. What is
What made you realize you wanted to write?
I don't know. It's just I've always had this urge to tell stories. I mean, I'd be out in the sitting in the woods, picking up sticks and telling stories with them.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much. We got about 3 minutes left. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, I'm finally have my first book signing this month, the 22nd.
Where?
It's at Cupboard Maker Books in Enola. So it's
Nice.
like right around central Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
oh
It's this bookstore that sells used books and it has cats running around. So if you like cats,
There you go.
nice.
cats and books.
A bookstore with cats? So you get like books and cats in the same store?
Yep.
How cool is that? That's my kind of place.
Yeah, that's March 22nd, 2 to 4.
There you go. March 22nd, 2 to 4.
4 o'clock.
Very cool.
Awesome.
So those who want to learn more about Elizabeth, you can connect with her on Facebook at Elizabeth24. You can also connect with her on Instagram and TikTok at 24 Elizabeth _ author S. So she's on those three.
Mostly on Facebook and Instagram. I've been trying to do TikTok, but honestly, I'm not that good at keeping up with it.
Very cool. But thank you for coming on today. We really appreciate you coming on. Congratulations on your book, King's Court, and for being such an awesome young author. And more books. There may be many more books in your future. So
I'm hoping.
Yes,
God willing.
of course.
Thank you.
Next, we'll have Carlos Holstein at the Elder Emo Nights coordinator. Super excited to have him on. We will have him live, and then the following 2 weeks will be pre-recorded. We will not be ignoring you. We'll have a bunch of Comic-Cons coming up, and then the last week of the month will be our 1 hour special that will be live with tons of fun going on. So don't miss it. Next week again will be Carlos Holstein, Elder Emo Nights coordinator. So, Mommy, get your wands to the ready and take us out.
So hope to see you guys at all the March cons we have coming up. Don't forget Pop Culture, the 14th and 15th in Spring, Texas. And we will all be there the first morning, at least for a little while for the Monster High cosplay meetup. So y'all come out and join. If you want to join us, let us know. Comment down below. Share this out because this is an awesome story. Thank you so much for joining us again. We really appreciate it. And
Thanks for
you guys get
inviting
your
me.
copy. Get your copy of King's Court. That's an amazing story. I love it. I'm so excited for you to have your first
Thank
published
you.
novel. It's amazing. And make sure you're following CJ Peterson, Mombirella, and Yukita Cosplay, Instagram, Facebook. Well, she's not on Facebook, but YouTube, TikTok, all the things. And till next time, guys, mischief managed. Bye.